Fala galera, this is my round 5 from the LCS 13. So let's see how that game went. So I went second, and that's my hand. So I drew a Hap's Feather, which is really good since I knew this was the Dino deck. That's interesting. I chose second. Um, I knew it was the Dino Thunder, uh, which was a deck I wasn't too familiar with. So yeah, I was mistaken because I thought it was Broncates, but then I remember this one I won the dice roll and I choose second because I knew the deck. So yeah, that's my hand. It's a really good hand. I even drew Lost Word. So I did the whole Trinity, right? Lost Word, Misk, Ovi. And of course, that's really good. I didn't even had to get a baby because I had this. So I went for Dweller here. I made a mistake here. I'm remembering this game. I should. What was the mistake? I remember. Okay, I remember I made a mistake, but I don't remember the mistake. Let me try to figure it out. Because I already rewatched this game mid tournament. Like I said before, I was kind of new to this deck, so I was doing a lot of mistakes. So I will need to detach this Dweller, I think. I feel like I should have done. Okay, this shouldn't be. Yeah, that was it. This shouldn't be Rex. This should be Misk, and the Rex should come from this baby that I'm going to search right now. Yeah, that was it. Now I need to make Dweller first because if I that was it. If I summon Misk here, I can make Doka, and then the Rex will come from this baby, and then I can make another rank 4. So yeah, that was a mistake here. So I needed to make the Dweller because Dweller was the only one that I could detach with. I feel like that was happening. Yeah, see, so I can make a Dumbo rank 4, and now I make the Doka. I should make the Doka first and then Dweller, and this would make me better against some hand traps and so on. But I mean, really difficult to lose, as you guys can see. Uh, yeah, I won like he bricked. Nothing, not much to talk about this game, to be honest, since he bricked. Uh, but again, I knew the deck, so it was easier for me to choose second. Here, I didn't know if I was going first or second, so I kept the Storm, which is not that bad. Even going first against the match, I mean, it's not ideal, but I didn't have many things to put going first against this, and I wasn't sure if I was going first or second. And this was a Dino deck, right? So cards like Sancto are not really great. So I bought here for 6, and I think I got the Dark Ruler here if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I got a Dark Ruler here because I already have the combo. And again, since I knew it was a Dino deck with Thunders, but still a Dino deck, I I thought that. I mean, what I learned that in Dino Mirrors you usually go for Dweller and you don't commit the pill. Yeah, I feel like this is what I did. I don't remember what I did, but you don't commit that much when you're playing against a Dino Mirror. This is not a Dino Mirror per se because it's different. Uh, but I got the Dark Ruler, so it is really likely that my board will be break. But then I can break the board again with the Dark Ruler help. So I did this, and I use Misk and use Ovi and summon that. And here I make the Dweller again. And then I summon 2. Yeah, I didn't even make the pill here. Yeah. And then I will have a Punkatrops in the end if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so that's what I did. And I do have follow up here because I still have Lost Word, I have a Misk here, and I have Baby Hand. And this is stopping a lot of the things that he can do. Also, Punkatrops is a decent interaction, so I feel like this play was okay. Uh, Maybe there was a better play than this. I actually don't know. But I feel like this is decent. Like the theory behind this about Dweller being decent in the Dino Mirror is okay. So I have a follow up here. I have a way to break the board if he managed to break my board while putting some type of interaction, so that's okay. Um, so he alerts here, and he banishes the roar. Roar will trigger. and get another roar, and then he droplets, which negates my Puka drops. I would like to point out that probably this droplet was drew off allure, because I think if he had droplets previously before the allure, he would have chained to the dweller and probably discard something else alongside it and then negate both at the same time. But then since he only used droplets after after allure, I'm assuming that droplets was drew from allure. So he summons over here, so this dweller at least is doing well, because I mean, this can trigger, right? Not only him, right? Like roar can trigger, dark can trigger. This dark, for example, which was the discard from droplets. I think if I remember correctly, my opponent are going to make a big mistake on this one. So he Phoenix to kill the Lost World, mostly because he wants to OV kill the token to reborn the Misk. So he did that, and he killed his token, because otherwise, if I had the Lost Word, just saying, I would have protect, and then he would have lose if that happens. So here, I think this is where he made a mistake. He reborn, but he had a pill in hand, so now there is no way he can pill. So he had to summon this, and then he had to link it away, which he can't do that. So he had to link away for Unicorn just to use the pill. So probably there was a better line to do here. Yeah, that was a big mistake. Yeah, and he knows it, of course. And then he got the Dragon Fusion, and then used the effect. People thought, I saw some streamers, people thought that I forgot about Punkatrops being negated. I didn't. I used Conductor because it's less damage. I used the Punkatrops because it's going to be flip face now, and this Conductor attack is 1000 damage more. So I tribute the Punkatrop because it's going to be less damage. That's it. I don't know why no one that watched my game realized that I did that with the intent to do that. So here he made both, and that's it. He only has one interaction, but he has follow-up, and the follow-up is here. Is the Thunder Dragon Fusion, which is a follow-up, and there is also a Misk as a follow-up. Here, it's an interesting scenario, because when I was playing this game, my friends were also playing, like Nats and Christian were also playing, so they could help me on this one. And first thing I thought, okay, maybe there's a way I can kill him, because if I will play freely, right? Because I can't just Lightning Storm and this will survive because he's going to protect, but then there is no interaction. There is nothing he can banish it here that triggers. So I just Lightning Storm can do this, and I can play freely. And then I wasn't sure if there was an OTK, and I needed to play. So when I was in doubt, which was the case, I said, okay, I thought a little bit if there was a way to kill, and I couldn't find it. So I said, okay, I will just use both to be safe. Like I use Dark Rule and then Lightning Storm to kill everything, and then I will control the board instead of killing. So yeah, that's what I did. I used both, and then I played like normally. Maybe there was a way to kill him. Like I said, not too experienced with this deck yet, but this was good enough, I think. I feel like I end on all interactions here, because I feel like I'm going to OV into Punkatrop from Grave. Yeah, that's what I did. So I attack with, I mean, I can, there's no damage. I can attack with it, nothing happens. So this is that's only what I did. I'm thinking now, maybe I shouldn't use the, I used that prelude for no reason, right? Like, that was kind of dumb. Yeah, I just realized it. I didn't need to use that ruler, right? If I don't use that ruler, just Lightning Storm, he protects, and then I can attack, do damage, and kill this. Yeah, that was wrong. I just realized it. So I didn't need to use the Dark Ruler there. I could have Dark Ruler extra in hand, and I would have done damage. Yeah, right? Right, yeah. Okay, sure. So yeah, I have this, which is fine. I do have follow-up again, because it's not the greatest follow-up, but I do have Pill with a Rex and a draw phase, and I'm going to probably destroy 3 cards, right? Doka can get 2 cards, and Punkatrops can get another one. So he used that, got Roar, and he uses roar, and then I have to negate because he can get the fusion and use it. So I negate, and then he banish, and then negate again, and then he passes, and then I won. So yeah, that was the game. It was kind of fast because game one he bricked. Still minor mistakes, and those are going to keep happening. Again, not too used to this deck yet, but I felt like I was an acceptable level to pilot. And yeah, that was an interesting match to play that far. We are undefeated. This was the last round from day one, so we were 5-0. I was personally undefeated as well, which is my team was undefeated, but I was personally undefeated too, which is good. It was good for me because I was a little bit unsure. Because I usually type of the guy that prepares a lot and knows ins and outs of the decks that I use to play. I'm super technical play heavy type of player. I focus on that a lot, and in this tournament it wasn't the case. I wasn't. I don't play with this deck as good as I play with other decks in the past in tournaments. So it was kind of a new experience for me because I'm usually really up there with the ability to pilot, and not this time. But the fact that I believe that the deck advantage would trump that gap that I had. So yeah, it was a different approach that we took, and it worked. We got second in the tournament, and I had a good personal best in this tournament too. So yeah, that was really nice. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, bye.